Hello and welcome to the show. We start this week's FailRace episode with Bumpy on GTA 5, flying around in a helicopter. Now, this is not necessarily the safest place to land your chopper, I'll be honest. There's a lot of pipes that can get in the way, and sure enough, the helicopter is in a little bit of a dangerous position. Not the safest of takeoffs, I'm going to be honest. It is a completed roll from a helicopter without it all exploding. It's smoking a little bit. It's definitely not the safest place to take off. Speaking of takeoffs, Bruce up next on GTA 5 with a flying car does not get the timing right for the jump. No, that is not where you want to put your car, and all of the rocket boosts in the world are not going to get it out of that signpost. Now, OTR Gnome up next on Horizon 4 was trying to be sporting. He spotted a stuck car, went to give it a help before, went to give it a race and gave it a help off of a stuck area. Problem is, the Urus then proceeded to get stuck in helping. I mean, I applaud the sportsmanship. However, things did not go well, and this was back, I think, in the early days of the Eliminator before there was a button to actually reset, so yeah, not so good. A G-Surfer up next on Horizon 4 is racing a Mini against a Lamborghini. Seems like a bit of an unfair fight, however this particular field is full of rocks. The Lambo got stuck on one, the Mini got stuck on one, the Lamborghini fell over one, the Mini almost got stuck on another one. It's still just about bouncing across, and amazingly the Mini takes the victory after the Lamborghini got reset. And then the Mini goes for a roll, having finished as well. The fields of rocks are quite dangerous for everything, actually. But that's a hell of a win. That is a hell of a win indeed. AMS Delete up next on Grid 2. Leading the way in a race, has a fairly sizable lead, comes around towards the final corner. Gets things a little bit wrong with the NSX, just gets a little too much oversteer, clips the rocks, launches the car for 3 rolls somehow. I'm amazed there was no invisible walls to stop the car from doing that, but launches itself kind of across the corner and then across the finish line. That is one hell of a way to finish. Still Guns up next on Need for Speed Heat. Learning what happens when things go a little bit wrong with a Porsche. Physics gets very angry. Can't bobble along. I think it hit some like curbing, bobbled along, pinged off a wall, and the game just spat it out. I don't know what's going on with the exhaust either on that car, but the car very much got spat out backwards at an awful lot of speed. LMP Dragon up next on Dirt Rally 2 is leading the way in a rallycross race when they notice some strange shenanigans going on in the Joker lap. Yep, that is an AI car not knowing where to go. By the looks of it, it tried going left, it's trying to go back. At the moment, it keeps getting reset because the game doesn't want it to be going in the wrong direction. It's still going. It does eventually kind of ping itself out of the Joker lap, and then we're back to no idea what's going on with that. We move next to Assetto Corsa with an RX-7 getting drifting a little bit wrong. It's quite a big shunt. However, things get weird after the crash. Yes, the vehicle is kind of stuck oddly up on 2 wheels before it eventually kind of comes back down to earth, and then when you go to drive off, it's still weirdly broken. Yeah, one of the rear wheels has got bent, and the physics didn't really know how to do. I think I might have even lost a front wheel. Actually, no, it's bent all the way under, so the car was kind of like tipping over whenever it tried to do anything, and then apparently the floor didn't exist. So off we go towards 200 odd miles an hour, plummeting through the abyss. Yeah, it didn't quite work out. We're on to Wreckfest next, finding out how dangerous lawnmowers can be. We saw a limo have a lot of trouble last week. This time it's a muscle car. He got completely and utterly eviscerated by a lawnmower. I mean, that's gone. It climbed over the lawnmower. Physics pinged the muscle car into the air and pretty much wrecked it. Timmy up next on Wreckfest plays Spin the Limo. Quite effectively. I have to say, that is one way to overtake a limo. I wasn't expecting it to come out quite as efficiently. Wasn't expecting it to work anywhere near as well as that. But it did, in front of the Fox on Wreckfest doing the death loop with a bumper car. When things go wrong, one of the lawnmowers had a trouble. Things went wrong for the bumper car with the big wiggle. The lawnmower lost too much speed, fell off the loop, and landed perfectly on top of the bumper car. I mean, well aimed. I know you couldn't aim it if you tried, but yeah, it didn't have the speed to make it around the loop, and it's just the torpedo of lawnmowers, it turns out, cause a lot of trouble. Lawnmowers cause a lot of trouble. And finally, we have Patch the Otter on Forza Motorsport 7. Now, I've played a fair bit of this game, and this particular glitch I have never seen before, but it is very FailRacey. So, everything going fairly well, everything going fairly normal here at Watkins Glen. Apart from that. Now, I presume it is some sort of lagging out car, and the game doesn't quite know what to do with it, but there is no nameplate for it. I also wondered if it was a sort of lag the car was supposed to be on its wheels driving around. I mean, the car is taking a normal racing line. It's in this kind of little battle and so on, but it's just happily, it is the FailRace Motorsport vehicle. It is the FailRace Motorsport vehicle of choice right there, and it makes it round a number of corners, and it's still going on. That is some strange lag. The driver might have got a bit distracted looking at the car and bumped Porsche at the end there, but yeah, I've never seen that before. If I could make that happen intentionally in Forza, all the fun we would have going racing. Sadly, I don't think you can, but there we go. That is going to be it for this episode. As ever, if you have clips you'd like to submit to this series, you can via our forums. There'll be a link in the description of the video. The very top of the page is the FailRace clips and mission section, and in there you can find all of the rules and how to submit them. That, though, is going to be it from me. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, a goodbye.